Thanks a lot for staying tuned to this channel. If you just joined us, this is TMI. This morning on ITV. And of course, on the first discussion segment, we'll take a look at politics in unionism, Ajaero and Imo State politics. Then after that, we'll talk about Edo 2024, the place of a structure. What do you think it entails to build a structure? The functionality of a structure. We're expecting Honorable Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, yes, Honorable Mondo Said Bovo, and of course, Honorable Ewe Sosa. They'll join us via Zoom in course of these discussions. Well, gentlemen, welcome. I have Odigwe Wadai. He's been long, he's been here with me in the studio. He went to receive American breeze, you know. And now he's back to Nigerian breeze. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to have you join us today.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Good
You
morning,
get to hear, put food on the table, you won't hear or see any of these things happening. The voice of the masses, Okoro, Osahon, Obaraye. Welcome to TMI.
Thank you so much, Wilson.
I appreciate the coming.
Yeah.
We also expanded the likes of former Permanent Secretary, Minister of Agriculture, a Labour devotee, Bashir Kadri. When it comes, he will also join us and share his own thoughts and opinion in these topics we'll have lined up for you today. Unionism in politics. A critical example of what happened in Imo State, where NLC president was malhandled, though it was said that he was taken out of the picture for his own protection. And when he reappeared, it was as if some sort of basketballs that we didn't see happened. The big question now is, what really went wrong? And he was accused of mingling to politics rather than focusing more on unionism. I'll start off with you, Honorable Odigwe there. Let's get to your thoughts and opinion of what transpired in Imo State. Is it about unionism or about politics? Having in mind that coming 11th, that was next week Saturday, Imo, Kogi, Bayelsa will be conducting an off-cycle election, going into re-election. Take it up from there.
Well, thank you very much. It was surprising when we read that the president of Nigerian Labour Congress, Ajaero, was arrested, brutalized, and by unknown police officers, as claimed by the police by denying that he was not manhandled. The question that comes to mind is that unionism and politics, they go hand in hand. Unionism helped to enhance democracy by everybody participating in the politics of the day. The reason why they went to Imo State, was to protect the state government to pay salaries that were owed to the workers. And it was a peaceful protest for the government of Imo State and the police to have indulged in arresting the president of Nigerian Labour Congress. And they are claimed that they were protecting him from what? Is it from the hoodlums or from the government talks? They didn't go there to fight. They only went there to protect. And the police taking the laws into their own hands. The police that was supposed to protect the people and the property are the ones that are violating the fundamental human rights of the individuals. Okay. Nigeria is not a police state. We keep on saying this over and over. Unionism must partake in the politics of the day. If you want democracy to grow, you have this, okay, let me put it in this way. the unions we have in Nigeria, they constitute over 80% of the electorate.
All right.
You have unions in any profession. And if they don't participate, even the police union, they are also part of the Nigerian Labour, Congress.
All right.
They represent the interests of everybody. So an overzealous police officer, either the DP or the police commissioner of Imo State, under the supervision of the chief security officer of the state, that's Uzodimma, must have or taking the law into their own hands to prevent the workers from expressing their fundamental human rights.
I'll come back to you on that. Move straight down to Koro Osanho Obari. You heard his own opinions and view on this particular discourse. Now, what do you feel about it?
Yeah, thank you so much, my brother. I want to differ from what my leader has said. The reason is because when you cannot be a referee in your own game, you can also discuss something you are a part of. From what he has said, he has said it from his own view and his own angle, what he understood and what maybe he read and heard. From what me I also heard too, was that the president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Ajaero, told the workers of Imo State that there's going to be a protest, a peaceful protest for their backlog of salaries that won't be paid. But on that day, also being a Labour Party member, participating in that election. He might not be participating, but his party, the Labour Party, is participating on that election. And that same time, that same period, that Labour Party was also using that avenue as their own maybe rally or something. So by the time the people saw that what you told us was not this issue, so Owanko came. Yes, what me I also heard and read. So to me, why we not, though I pity him, he was at the wrong place at the wrong place at the wrong time, was that, first of all, that is your own, as an individual, leave issue now, constituency, that is where he votes. It's from Imo State. Check, he's from Imo State. And also a Labour Party member, and his party also
He's contesting.
So as at that point, him using whatever guys he wants to use is what will cause breach of peace. As at that point, whatever he wants to do is what will cause breach of peace.
Breach of peace.
Yes. And also, we also heard and knew that there was a court injunction towards that issue. If you heard him when he was coming back to the hospital inside that video, the video he did, he was saying there would have also be a counter court issue. There would also be he admitted there was a court injunction on that. And as at that point, that place was a boiling point. That arena, you want to go and do whatever you want to do, was a boiling point for whatever happened would happen. So it will take whosoever the discretion of the chief security officer to handle that place at the right time. And the chief security officer is also a part and parcel of that election. So nobody will, Wilson Marshall will not allow me just to come and tell you, stand up, let me sit down and direct this program. You will not, even if ITV want to, you at least struggle to say, no, don't take me out yet. So what I expected from him, not this period, this is not the time to say, you would have done it in January, you would have done it in February, you would have done it far before now. As we speak now, Imo, Kogi, Bayelsa are not places where you just go and want to go and dance or go and do whatever you want to do. Because there now, as we speak, for the very just now, it's a place people want to participate in election. And we know what election is in Nigeria. Don't let us tell about it. A part might be speaking of it from the American angle. Where he's coming from, he's saying what has happened is not good. But in the Nigeria facet, in the Nigeria place where we are for the very just now, it's a place where somebody will tell you the bead the pie is putting on the neck. It's a gold chain. And before you could say Jacobism, you start seeing it with God, even when you know it's big. So we are in a different terrain. Okay. That place he was at that point is a boiling point.
Okay.
And that was why something burnt his hand.
Okay, no, just hold on. We have a Labour devotee to come join in this discussion. We'll take a break. We'll be right back to make some adjustment. Then the discussion will continue. Even the commissioner also is live via Zoom. We'll try to reconnect again to him, so we'll have a more robust, insightful discussion. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
TMI, every opinion counts.
Thank you so much for staying tuned to this particular channel, and we are still talking about what transpired in Imo State that has to do with Ajaero. We are asking the question, politics and unionism, or unionism in politics, Ajaero and Imo State election. Join us via phone call. We tried using the Zoom, but due to network connectivity, we have to go through phone call. Join me to welcome the Honorable Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Honorable Monday Osaigbo. Commissioner, sir, welcome to TMI.
Thank you very much, Wilson. Good morning.
All right, good morning. And of course, just join us in the studio is Comrade Bashir Kadiri. Comrade, welcome to TMI. I appreciate your coming.
It's my pleasure, Wilson, being here.
All right. So let me start with the Commissioner.
Bless our country.
Amen to that. Let me start with the Commissioner before I come to you, Honorable Wade, for you to react to what Obaraye said. Honorable Commissioner, sir, what do you feel about what happened to the Labour President, Ajaero, in Imo State? Is it all about politics or unionism?
My honor. God bless my honor.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Sir, Wilson, I am not too conversant with what happened in Imo State. Until yesterday when I also read in the newspaper that the Imo State governor said the president of Nigeria Labour Congress was coming to play politics in Imo. First, I wonder whether he was coming to campaign for Labour Party or PDP. So I don't understand. And I know that the president of Nigeria Labour Congress is political.
Okay.
So I think what we don't know, or I don't understand, is that there is something underneath which I cannot understand. But I don't also know whether it is true. People are saying that the Imo State governor or Imo State government has not paid salary for a very long time. And if it is true, I don't think you should believe that the president of Nigeria Labour Congress will be happy with such government. Although the Bible says you labor, you must have your wage, or you must have your payback. So, I did not really quite understand details of what happened.
All right.
The only thing I saw in the newspaper is that the man was really beaten. That is the truth. Because we have been seeing him in the newspaper, we have been seeing him on television. His eyes was not swollen like the one we saw last. So, that is all I can say about it, because I am not really fully abreast with what happened.
All right. All right. Okay, we'll come back to you shortly, Commissioner, before delving into the state structure of thing. Well, you heard him. He said for what he saw. If it's true that workers are being owed salaries, a worker is, have access or must have access to his wages. And that was the reason why Ajaero came in. But they are saying that they can settle that in internally. Why would want to interfere? From the accusation leveled against the president of the NLC that is coming to play politics, and what Obaraye said, he said they have a Labour Party candidate. So hold on, let me hear from the Labour devotee, Bashir Kadiri. I'll come to you. Okay. What do you feel about it, because you are in Labour, his presence during an election?
Yeah, let me tell you this, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Nobody agrees wrong. Even a criminal court will always have to say he was not a criminal. He wants to justify whatever he does. He wants to blackmail even the owner of the property. So that will cave in for him. That's the irony of the story. But let me tell you the truth. is that Imo State government and the governor are not truthful, are not telling the world the truth. They're just trying to placate and make a film show out of the whole story. The truth is that first, the man claimed he is paying salaries. I heard him say so. I want to ask the question, will you work for 15 years, Wilson, and you're asked to go home without reason in the name of biometrics? Wilson, will you be comfortable? 3,000 workers were disengaged over the issue we're talking about here now. And these are historical realities, they're not story. Each attempt to make him see reasons to say, look, these guys cannot be asked to go home. He has refused to listen. Come, governance is not about your business world. It's not buying and selling. It's about human being and their feelings and their sensibility and their future. The governor have reason to have recourse to dialogue. All he has always done is identify who he claimed to be his enemy and kill them. Imo State has changed from Imo State of those days where peace, people like to go there for tourism. People no longer want to go there now. If you ask many people want to organize programs, those days people organize programs. They choose Imo or they choose Akwa Ibom. Now the whole trend is going to Akwa Ibom now. Imo is being desolate. Are you aware, Wilson, that if I ask the question, the workers you have asked to go home for no reason, tell us what they have done. No reason. Just because you told me that your salary bill is 600 million, nothing more, nothing less. Those you met there should be asked to go home and vacate them. I don't understand. Wilson, if he says it's politics, let me also ask the question, does Uzodimma have a right to decide who become NLC president, NLC chairman in Imo State? Does he have the right? Wilson, tell me. Is he part of the NLC group that decide who wants to become the chairman of the state? And that I will come, I don't want this chairman, I don't want this chairman should not come here, I want this one. Does he have such right, Wilson? See, when people talk about fundamentals, the man is bridging the laws because to him, he's said to be the governor of the state. So whatever he wants, he must do. But the truth is this, is that everything has its time. The time is here.
Okay.
Are you aware that if you go to Imo now, he's talking about campaign. If the president of LSA want to campaign, he won't even go to Imo State. He will mobilize the entire country to go to the place. He doesn't even go to Imo State. What has happened here is that Imo workers have been demonized, have been ridiculed. And the NLC cannot sit down and hold it. And I see somebody who sit down in somewhere and says he wants to decide who becomes the leadership of the NLC. If he's so interested, let him leave governorship and come and become a worker in the state and be elected as NLC president.
Okay.
Those who are working in NLC now, I'll give you the picture. The chairman of the NLC, one of them have refused to continue. He has backed out because of threat to his life. He's been called to stop and never to go back there again. The other one that came and said he want to contest, he want to contest the election. See, when he's talking about politics, that's where I'm going to now. He was contesting the election, and the man contested the election of the chairmanship. What did he say? He want to contest. He invited him to his office. I don't want you. Don't contest. And that one said, no, I'm contesting. He said, no, I don't want you. You can't contest. The young man who has finished his tenure and has left, that's the one he wants to continue to become the chairman of the NLC in the state. How do you organize a society like that? All we are saying, allow NLC to do their work. Let us breathe. Leave us alone. First your politics and leave us alone to do our work.
Over to you, Honorable Wadiai. You heard him. He leveled, so many allegations right now against the governor of Imo State because he's an insider. At least he has, the information that many of us do not have. But what have to say about that? Yeah. Don't forget what about it. He said, why would you do it now? You have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. You have to wait till November when the Imo State election will commence. You not choose to come to a particular time. Wrong timing, or is it the right timing?
I will respond to that.
Who determines when is wrong time and right time? And it was also alleged that by the Imo State Governor Uzodimma that the NLC president, presumably that was coming to Imo State to come and play politics, to participate in the rally. nothing stops anybody from going to Imo State. And you cannot take action based on presumption. He was not sure. And when the man came, did he indulge in anything anti-government? Absolutely not. Yes, probably there was a rally for Labour Party. Labour, NLC is Labour, and Labour is NLC. What stops Labour Party members from participating in any rally organized by the Congress?
In the heat of an election.
Whether it is the heat of, you see, there are some rules and conditions that you follow when you are doing a rally. For the police to have came and said, we are arresting him
for his own protection.
From his own protection. Protecting against whom? They were all Labour Party members or NLC members who have been deprived of their wages for so long. They don't have right to protest? They do. And he came in support, in solidarity.
And Labour Party has a candidate.
Whether the Labour Party person is also
campaigning directly.
No, it doesn't matter.
Can I?
No.
Oh, hold on.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether Labour Party candidate was there or not. The purpose of that rally was to protect or in solidarity with the dismissed workers.
Okay.
So for the governor to assume that the man came for something X, it's unacceptable.
All right. Obaraye, I know you have so much to say. They say this is for the right of the workers. Whether he is there to join the campaign or not, workers are being owned and they're being intimidated by the governor, allegedly. Take it up from there.
Thank you so much. Let me also clarify you that there's no way I can argue with my two leaders here. They never. But I'm also sure they are also aware that Obaye will not also just sit down and somebody is telling Obaye, I have my own.
Yes.
So whatever has happened that day, we should first of all give glory to God that he did not die. We'll sit here and say, if he just goes that day, that is the end of Captain Marvel. Don't let us just shy away. There are issues. There are sensible ways you take on issues. First of all, whatever we are doing, whatever the days of Martin Luther King, the days of I have a dream is over. Now, anybody you see here, close the person's nose for about 60 seconds. No, don't kill me. Nobody wants to die for anybody again. Romeo and Juliet, Titanic, those are past. Now, is every mala to his or Aketo? The 3,000 workers that my leader has said, wait, can you also stop them from voting? If you drive them from work, can you stop them from voting? No. Instead of trying to now make the whole place unbearable, think of it is that the hoodlums that they have shot aside and people have died. The government without treason. Think of the history of Abiola.
So you say that the police did the right thing?
So well. No, we should be factored to ourselves. Don't let us pretend. You didn't see somebody, and now the police told you this was what happened. If the police had not brought his corpse and also tell you this was what happened, what are you going to do? So to me, whatever would bring peace, first of all, will bring peace. We've done dialogue. Yes, the man that has rejected dialogue is on the ballot box. Ajaero, Ego School, Abuja, mass protest, everybody. Imo, this is where we stand because of this issue. Leave the place, send the message. Because you might be guided. Think of it was Osama Kobaye or Alida Kadiri that this happened to unknown faces. Unknown soldiers will also get it down. I get it down because it was important. That was why it was guided. Forget whatever has happened. So whatever I said we would have done, we had time to this place. We have built up time to this place. Nobody will, even in a door, it will not happen. Don't let us shy away from it. It will only happen if the person that is piloting the affairs is not in the game. If the person is in the game, the person will not allow you to just come and say shift. We will not take it. Why will he take it when we are not in a sane society? Right. We are not in a sane society. We are in a society where we on the background before leader came, we discussed and he lectured and told us history never made mistake. What we want to fix is the now. We're talking about followership. Who are the followers? I didn't know the people that Ajaero and Co, me and you talk about. We have these people that are there. What I also had advised was to mobilize the entire, to say, Imo, take him out with your vote. Protests at this point. I'm also aware you saw on Instagram and some Facebook videos that a school that was doing their reunion in Imo, they lost the hotel far before now, 6-8 months ago. And they go to that hotel, now no space. I'm not trying to defend to say what is happening. But in the Nigeria type of democracy now, we are still practicing.
This is what we get.
Don't take risk, unnecessary risk.
Honorable Commissioner, sir, over to you. Is it right for Ajaero to have protested a week to the election, knowing fully well that he has previous months to protest about the way workers are being treated in Imo State? Why did he choose to do it that particular day despite court injunction?
Wilson, thank you very much. Let me thank all my brothers in the street. First, I think he has his rights as far as I'm concerned, because from what I've heard from everybody in the studio, the man has tried to meet with the Igbo State governor for a very long time, and he was not given the opportunity to meet with him. And the same governor that is contesting. And so, for me, it's the right time for the man to say, no, you are dealing with my people.
That's it.
My people may not be able to be with you on this line.
That's it.
However, I still have to repeat what I said before. Why will somebody not pay a man that has worked for him? I don't understand. You are a governor of a state. You are contesting election, and you are not paying your workers. Did you call the workers to say you don't have money and they look at it with you, or just believe that as governor you can do or not do? So for the timing, as far as I'm concerned, it's not wrong. He didn't carry arm. Not destroy the property. He was just meeting with his people to say, what do we do about not believing that we are here and the same person is coming up? That is my view. My brother, I will tell you that I can. That is my view, is very clear.
All right. I'll come back to you shortly, Honorable. Well, comrade, you heard him. He said he still doesn't get it. How would a man work for a couple of months is not being paid, that they have the right to protest at that instance? But the question still remains. There was a court injunction, and the terrain is hot because election is the following week. Take it up from there.
Now, Wilson, let me tell you this. You see, there is no time that is inappropriate. There are procedures you take in labor before you go on strike. You must take those procedures as a matter of deliberate design. These people put this man on notice. They wrote to him formally and gave him ultimatums. And he's believed that he is the governor, so nothing will happen. I just now ask you a question. Wilson, will anybody come to your community and choose who become the Odionwe? I don't understand. Will anybody under the sun, without looking at what the structure says, he says, no, this man must be the leader of this community. And then you sit down and fold your hands. That is slavery. The truth about the matter is that the timing is very appropriate and it is right. Whatever has happened is part of the risk of any profession. But I know that history is already recording everybody. There's no way that man will escape history. He's always playing to the gallery now. He's doing a film show. It's a theater. Oh, I'm the governor. Nothing will happen. But when something happens, the story will be clear. The truth is that if Labour that I know, they will shut down Imo. Not too long. Just watch and see. People of Imo will be asking questions. Where do we go from here? Because you can't do that and go and sleep. For God's sake. If you are doing it as somebody from the other part of the divide of instability, then not with this labor movement. Because for me, the man says, look, we have been writing you to say, please do X, Y, Z. Please do X, Y, Z. Wilson, what is wrong with telling you, let's do this? What is wrong with, let us sit down together and discuss the issue? Is it difficult to hear? By the ILO convention, you're not supposed to go on strike except you give notice to the party. And they did that, give notice. So we are talking about the timing. What was timing? And by the way, I asked you a question. The hungry man in the street, does he have time in his tummy? No, ask me. Will you say the young man, does he have time in his tummy? That, oh, this time he will not be hungry, this time he's hungry? And the people are asking questions. Are you aware now from what I gathered that if you go to Imo now, the entire banners in Imo, they are all Uzodima. Nobody else can try to come up. And he says people are fighting, people are coming with politics. If you blackmail anybody...
Is that not politics?
No, I'm coming. No. I'm giving you a picture now. No, wait. No, hold on. No, I'm just quoting what you said.
All right.
When you say politics, in taking politics as a serious business,
yes,
not with Imo. Because it's an imperial majesty. So we're not going for politics. What we're only going for...
Are you speaking as a labor devotee?
Yeah.
No, politician.
I'm giving you a picture now.
Yes.
Now, when he's trying to mix up the politics with labor matter, it's not true.
Okay.
He's doing that as a cover up.
All right.
to his terrible activities in the state.
Okay.
So for me, the timing is right, and asking the question is right. Put him in perspective, right. Let him defend himself.
Okay.
But I tell you this, it's not ending there. Because right now, it's just the beginning of a journey. I pray the journey will go well for everybody.
All right. Before we call it a wrap on this time, we want to dive into Edo 2024, building of structures before the election. You're going to have the last take on this. Hope it's not going to cause any controversy for you to react. Everybody wants to react. Do you see this debacle right now affecting the outcome of Imo State election? Because now they are demanding that the Commissioner of Police be changed, or else they will shut down. The demand of labor and what is happening right now in Imo State, is it going to affect the election? If yes, is it going to be positive or negative? Briefly.
Well, I think the governor of Imo State is playing do or die politics, realizing that he's losing out in the forthcoming election.
You're not eyeing it to say he's losing out.
The man is losing. The man is not popular. In the first place, he was not voted in. Okay. He came in through the back door.
Hold on. I wouldn't want us to argue with Supreme Court judgment. I wouldn't want us to
doubt what I call the court appointed.
Your own opinion, minimum differ.
Well,
so please, the election right now.
Yeah,
the election.
Yes. Labour Party definitely will win Imo State.
You are not INEC.
And yeah, I mean, from what we have on ground, and because of that, the governor has become desperate. And for he to have instructed, if you are taking somebody, the president of Labour Party, to protect him, you took him to your office. When you now released him, he was, now brutalized. So how did you now protect somebody that you took unharmed, and when he came out, he became injured? So that was more what Uzodimma wants to tell to the whole world, that look, I'm in charge. If you mess with me, you are as good as dead. I can hurt you. I have the capacity.
But still, he wasn't the one that did harm on Ajaero.
No. He used the police.
No.
He used the police.
The police later said they were the one that harmed Ajaero. They said they were protecting him.
So who harmed him?
Do you think that matters would have gone out of hand had it been at the police affair?
Absolutely. What happened that day?
Yes.
Everything was going according to plan. Labour Congress, Imo chapter did not go there to protest and destroy properties. They went there to protest peacefully.
All right.
For the interest of the workers that were not paid.
All right.
So it was the police that was supposed to protect them. that came and started acting as thugs.
Okay. Well, the police are saying that they didn't act as thugs, they're protecting Ajaero. But when the picture came out, it was something else we saw.
Let me,
It was
sorry, Wilson, I'll beg you to allow me to add what was.
1 minute.
What, yes.
But you get to 1 minute also.
Now I will tell you this.
Yes.
If the story they are telling us from Imo,
Yes.
anybody want to give it a moral definition and content, you can't tell me that I came to rescue you, then you are almost dead before I brought you out. Is that rescue? That is a contradiction. The second, sir, is that the people of Imo know exactly that Usodima and his talks were the one came. Let me tell you, are you aware that?
These are just allegations.
No, but wait now.
You were not there.
No, hold on a minute. Hold
Yes.
on a minute. I know you are a press man. You are doing your job. I have no problem with that at all.
Yeah.
But opinion is free. Facts are sacred. And that is true. The point is that for whatever we have today, whatever we have today in Imo, tell me how that man was picked away. And when he was picked away, are you aware that it was a secretariat? Not even on the street. It was a secretariat, not even on the street.
For his own protection.
No, it was a secretariat of the NLC.
But for his own protection.
Hold on a minute. Secretary of the NLC. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
That's why they picked him. Not on the street. And when he was picked, he was battered. And they succeeded in saying that he was, where is the rally he was? He was in the secretariat.
All right.
A colleague of his was coming and he was so, please don't come there. This man is already taken away. Now let me tell you the truth. If not because of Nuhu Ribadu was called, that man would have been killed. Ribadu was the one who called him and said, stop, bring that man out immediately. Even the IG was not going when he was called. Nuhu Ribadu was the one who directed that they should bring that man out immediately or else.
Okay.
So for me, this story of he was political, he was doing that, all that, it's all bullshit.
What your emotions are, what your language. I know you're highly emotional right now.
So now it is all for me a cosmetic picture.
Okay.
But like I said, the reality will soon come. Uzodinma is contesting election. Let him go ahead.
Over now to your brother, you must have your 1 minute. I know because you're waiting for your own 1 minute. They are saying that it's not political. It is because of labor. People are suffering. But Labour, like what you rightly said, have their own candidates. Take it up for their 1 minute.
Is there any way people are not suffering? Must you say because people are suffering, you go and play with fire?
What is fire in Uzodinma? This is what we have done in the past.
Calm down,
Uzodinma benefited from labor struggle.
Calm down, sir.
When labor decided to bring democracy to Nigeria, what was Uzodinma?
Comrade, please calm down.
Was he?
Comrade, please calm down. How about I over to you?
No.
Go ahead. Make a point.
I'm not saying anything.
You don't say anything. Okay, fine. Please, gentlemen, let's calm down. Right? I know this is highly sensitive. We have a Labour devotee here. I believe that the pinch given to the president is really going around the Labour sphere. I understand Comrade Kari's emotion, and of course, I understand that Honorable Wade's emotion. I understand also Mbara's emotion. He's a member of the APC, so everyone is trying to.
Listen, that is where you will get me angry.
Okay, I apologize for that. And of course, our honorable commissioner also is trying to balance up everything, giving reason, giving fact. But right now, we want to go for a break. When we return, we'll focus on Edo 2024, the place of structure. Don't go away. We'll be right back.